Hey, welcome to Dreyer Farms today. My name's John. I'm the nursery manager, which means I take care of the trees and the plants and the little bushes. And today, on Father's Day weekend, we want to talk about the proper way to plant a tree or a bush. Typically, you get trees and bushes two ways. They're either grown in a pot, like you see here, and this is a rising sun redbud. It has yellow leaves with purple flowers. Or you get what we call balled and burlap, which just means it's grown in the ground, it's dug up, and then a burlap bag is put around it. Either way is fine for a plant. This is an arborvitae. But before we actually go to the planting, I want to talk just a couple seconds about soils. The soils here at Dreyer Farms are pretty sandy, so what we'd like to do is ask you to amend them with some type of soil amendment. Here we have mushroom compost and then garden soil. Either one of these would be an excellent soil amendment for either of these two trees. What we don't want you to use is a potting soil. That's for pots, annuals, vegetables, stuff like that. The last bag is topsoil. That's for your lawn. That's typically a little too heavy for your trees and your shrubs. Okay, so let's do the redbud first. As you can see, we've pre-dug a hole. And what we've done is we've measured the pot, and the pot is about 18 inches across by, let's say, 11 inches deep. What we want to do, whether it's a potted plant or a B&B plant, we want to be twice the width of the pot or the ball, but no deeper. So if we measure our hole, we're at about 35 inches across. That's fine. We don't have to get nuts about it. And then to measure the depth, we'll put our shovel over the hole and stick that down in there, and we're about 10 inches. So that's not too bad either. We don't mind if it's a little high. So, we'll carefully take our plant out of the pot, the redbud out of the pot, and place it in the center of the hole. All right, so our hole wasn't quite deep enough. So we're just going to dig it down another inch or two. Try again. There we go, that's perfect. It's a little proud, that's not a big deal. So now we've got our mushroom compost, which is what we like. And what we're gonna do, we're not gonna get crazy about half and half. We're just gonna dump it right on top of our soil we've excavated already. And then we're just gonna cut it in, kind of like you cut flour into, well, whatever you cut flour into. And if there's rocks in there, that doesn't matter. The tree's gonna have to get used to it. And then you backfill. As you're backfilling, I want you to tamp down the soil so it's nice and compact. Almost there. Compact it down. And then just rake it off. So it's nice and even. I'm not going to show you this because of our time constraints, but the next step you do is you put down a little bit of mulch over the plant. More is not necessarily better. About 1 inch is all you need. And put that all around the root zone. Most importantly, water. What you want to do is have the hose there and just have it coming out just a trickle. And once you let that go, do about every 15 minutes. And if you do that 2 or 3 times a week, you're going to have a nice healthy tree. So all the same rules apply to our redbud as they do to our arborvitae. But there's no pot to take off of. What I'd like you to do is just leave the burlap on. The roots of the plant will grow right through the burlap. The burlap breaks down and rots and doesn't prohibit any root growth. What I would like you to do though is once it's in the hole and you've compacted the soil, just like we did on the redbud, get your pen knife, come in here and cut the strings. These are biodegradable strings, which is usually not a problem if you forget. But if there's a synthetic string on there, that'll never break down, and at some point it will cut into the trunk of the tree, which will be a major issue.